back so soon. I knew you would not falter. The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of. Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me. And one dies. Let us see what you are made of. Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. Let the cards fall where they may. We begin. That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it. Choose from these options. A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective. You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive. Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories. I'm sure you are grateful for that. Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all. Your journey is well begun. This is what I was looking for. You show some aptitude for the game. Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought. If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now, the back and forth between resources and rewards. Increasing the effect of one sort of magic with another. All you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough. What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh? You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator. An ambush? Hardly fair, is it?
Figure I'd wait until someone said something.
The most fundamental symbol of might for an age. You have reached my first champion. A good man driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
What kind of sentence?
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter. Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
Why do you want to use me so much?
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We
True,
have
but I still don't know what to say.
and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained. Shall we deal again? Ah,
Let's
good.
see which card
Now you
I
understand the
use.
basics. We can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court. Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Alright, we'll probably have to do that in a bit to adjust the sound.
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run. I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spice.
It's the expressive life.
You play for life and death. Prepare yourself. You can always review your cards here. Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
I don't know, should I actually read what this says to make it a little bit more interesting, or I don't know.
Running water protects against many things in myth. Generally, though, it's just a pain to get past.
At least it's not the failure this time.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset. Really? Is that what you're going to do? Head downwards, if you dare.
Downstairs.
Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
not that I don't know, don't want to talk. It's just I don't know what to say. That's the problem. Someone that feeds off of more people responding.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns. More skeletons for you to deal with. It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
It's not terribly subtle, but it's wholly subtle.
The token is yours. Well done. Deeper towards our foe.
I mean, I like this game, but the problem is that up until the 5th or 6th dungeon, that's when it starts to get interesting. These earlier dungeons are not that amusing. I mean, most of the paths are quite linear at this point. One of these games that I
Were
would
you
have not.
hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits.
It's one of those games that, if it wasn't for Games with Gold, I would have never decided to play
Good.
this to begin with.
Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
Where was that gold when I needed it before?
Greed. If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
There's a chance. Really? happens.
I did not realize you were such a fearsome adversary. I will bear that in mind. I'm sure you are grateful for that. I'm impressed. Few select these sorts of weapons because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
Ambush.
Again, the surprise attack. The novelty must wear thin on subsequent travels.
That extra power is deadly. Let's see if I can get the kill this time.
A small aid to navigation, but still. One of my cards. A small benefit. I will not be so graceful for long.
Shop this time. Let's approach and see what happens this time. There's no Elizabeth at this point, so that's not worth it. All the relics. And there's no dragon relics at the moment.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds. Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
Sadly, the first shop was a better one.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating. Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough? Well done. Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
many tokens. Oh, the Witch Council. World Council is going to be interesting.
Shall we deal again? Another round, and our game truly begins.
Let's check out what we can use this time.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Because I haven't seen it yet, I don't know it. How about that? Alright.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols.
That game starts to get a little bit more fun.
I've added some cards to spice up the game. In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
Another free weapon if I can grab it. Let's see how this goes.
A choice. Select your desire.
I go for the one I normally go for. Let's see what equipment I get this time. Wow, I ran through a lot of cards.
You might think the world of the cards is grim. Yet, even in the darkness, there is light to be found.
See how much gold she gives.
A little gold to give you a taste for it.
Lucky.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Door to the plain, crooked rubber opens with a creek. There's light streets. Thunder crabs up in a tune. I love how it foreshadows sometimes.
I was never a fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Always stealing a pickled onion.
One more step down, and we may see the end of this, or another set of stairs.
And further down the rabbit hole we go.
You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle. This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
What kind of blessing shall I get?
Blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always. Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed. Win this and claim my token.
This will be interesting if I get that.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
first time going against some hell creatures. It's actually kind of interesting going against those than the normal ones. Shame I had no ice.
Take the token. It is yours. I like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth. We play for a token now. Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Need that.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations? Armor protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
Wait, Minotaur.
Again, a token is at stake.
Volcanic off my new normal one. That would have been a hefty price.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process? As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched. inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
Alright, the first set's now done.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
Now the next wave will be a lot more fun when I begin those.
Play again.
I'm gonna stop the stream for now. We'll probably continue this when there's daylight.